Oh man, what in the world is going on? Transgender woman who impregnated 2 inmates now removed from New Jersey female prison. What a shocker. It says transgender inmate Demi Minor, who was incarcerated at Edna Mahan Correctional Facility for Women. Edna. I actually heard a lot about that facility. That's over here in New Jersey. They've been under fire for like almost a decade now. Or maybe more, with multiple claims of abuse from female inmates and things of that nature. They've been hot for a minute. But that's either here nor there because Mrs. Demi Minor has nothing to do with that, being that her impregnations of her fellow inmates were all consensual. They say these relationships with these women has been going on for a little over 3 months before they removed her from the facility. I guess they mean once the pregnancies was discovered. But Minor, she has since been transferred to another facility. But here's the kicker. They done transfer her now to a youth facility. Garden State Youth Correctional Facility to be exact. Man, these people are loony. It's like all common sense lost. Like Minor, she's a full-blown 27-year-old adult. And they talking about a youth correctional facility. Like, did they not just experience dysfunction at the previous facility? Like, what could totally go wrong at a youth facility? Anyway, they say the transgender inmate is currently serving a 30-year bid for manslaughter and available for release in 2037. 2037. Oh, I guess they mean like eligible for release or like parole in 2037. But yeah, that's a long time from now. But which is wild, they got her out here still getting special privileges when she in there for a manslaughter. Treating this guy like he's in there for traffic tickets or something. They got him in a youth correctional facility. Like, what? But I guess that treatment comes from what it says there in the article, that the state of New Jersey had put a transgender inmate policy into play from the result of some settlement. The settlement mandated that you must place the trans inmates in a facility that's a direct reflection of their gender identity, which is puzzling because I don't see how an adult who can impregnate a whole female can identify as such. But whatever. But they say Minor is not happy with the transfer from the all-female prison to the male prison, and she expressed so on Twitter. Yeah, she has a full-blown Twitter. Had her tweet somewhere. Oh yeah, and I quote, "This week I was moved from a female facility to a male facility. I mean, this type of hatred towards who I truly am has to stop. But know this, I will never stop rising above." End quote, says Mrs. Minor in her tweet. But I guess during that transfer from the female prison to the male prison, she also expressed that she'd been abused by the hands of the prison authorities, beaten with billy clubs and, things of that nature. Because she also tweeted, and I quote, "The time for this oppression and mistreatment of transgender people has come for this to stop." That's not a tongue twister. That's what she said. Continued, "I am more than a story, more than a headline. I am me, a unique woman housed incongruently with my gender identity." End quote. Man, I believe the world has to restore order of some nature. Like, if you have a pair of nuts, you need to be stored with the other nuts. If you have of a JJ, you need to be stored with the other JJs. But well, yeah, that's that. And as I said, Mrs. Minor is scheduled for parole in 2037. We'll see how that goes. Hold your head, brother.